I've returned with a new video. And this video is going to feature some recycled background gameplay because I got lazy, but this isn't about that today. So, today I'm going to be talking about none other than the H2O Delirious and Ohm Wrecker drama. And this drama has been going on for a long period of time, and people are looking over this little tidbit of information that I've, looked into, and it's been making me think about stuff. Now, I've stated in the past that I am completely neutral with this drama, and, no offense, it really should have died way earlier, but here we are talking about it because, well, it's still a big topic, and there's one thing I know, drama does get views, not gonna lie. But, anyway, I'm gonna get straight into it. So, this whole thing is actually revolving around the old stream of TJVs, and it is titled, Delirious having alt accounts, and at a certain timestamp, Delirious popped in for a brief moment to say this. I will say, I just wish he would leave me alone, and people realized how he is. The only person I want to leave me alone is Ohm, all I'm saying for now, but Ohm is the only reason I was suspended. So this can mean a lot of different things. So, first thing, is Delirious saying Ohm got rid of his Twitter? Now, seeing how he is defending himself, it would make the most sense. However, I do believe that there are many floating theories that we should take account into. Now, first off, according to what most say, because I was in other streams popping around here and there, they say that Delirious was reported for spam by potential Ohm fans. This means that Ohm is still harassing him by making his fans, reporting for spam and getting rid of the account, unless Ohm is not actually about that and probably wasn't even aware of it until then. But either way, it wouldn't make sense because Ohm obviously has apparently evidence of Delirious' alt accounts, according to what Trevor said in TJV's stream. So this all kind of goes from one place to another and then another and kind of shifts on. I feel like Louise from Ant-Man telling a story, anyway. So to say the least, this means that Ohm could still be harassing him to this day, which wouldn't surprise many of you. Now, until I hear a full statement about, all this from Delirious or full proof of these alt accounts by Ohm and Trevor, because no offense to Trevor's stream, there was no official evidence, and the reason why was Trevor states that Ohm is not giving the approval, and I'll explain that in just a minute, but honestly, I'm not sure what I'll believe. As it is, I'm staying neutral for this because I don't know what to believe in. As it is, I can't control the drama. Like, taking sides really isn't going to help, even if, one's at fault and the other is. If that was the case, then that would make more sense than what it is. I mean, I still treat Ohm as a villain here, and I think Delirious might be hiding stuff, but I could be wrong. Because at first I was mostly targeting Ohm and never really looked into Delirious' side of things, and there are two sides to every story. I'm not saying Ohm could be a good guy, which I really don't think so. No offense to people who do support Ohm, but that's just me. Now, I stated, in a past video with regards to Trevor that he cannot post anything due to Ohm Wrecker not allowing it, so this can mean a lot of things. Now, A, the entire thing is false information from Ohm, and Ohm is feeding all this information to Trevor, but if Trevor claims that he has seen full proof evidence, then by all means, but until then, I'm waiting to see the official evidence itself, so I can look into it with my own eyes and not have to, believe what other people say. So, there's that. Now, B, this is the next thing. I think Ohm is still gathering, in quote, evidence because Ohm kept saying that evidence is coming soon and all that, but realistically there was nothing there. So for all we know, this could just be another false claim by Ohm Wrecker, but who knows? Because if there's one thing I know about fake evidence, nowadays with the technology that we have, evidence, it is completely and certainly can be deemed fake, and people can make up shit, so there's that. And lastly, we have C. I have this. Delirious probably won't make a full statement until Ohm brings out this, in quote, evidence. Either way, my point of opinion still stands that I am neutral, and I believe both parties are held accountable. Ohm for, taking this whole thing too far and even harassing Delirious and his family over it back when it started, and continuously doing so. And Delirious for not speaking up upfront about all these alt accounts, which is another thing I wanted to actually bring up. Delirious never said he did or didn't have false accounts. Either he does and he's guilty of full charges and doesn't want to say anything, or hence why he's actually not saying anything. Or, he doesn't, and that's why he never said anything in the first place, because realistically he probably didn't. But either way, at the end of the day, we are nothing more than just people with thoughts, opinions, and theories, and maybe some people with some evidence here and there, but it's, honestly, most of this evidence is potentially fake, potentially real. We don't know until I hear full statements from the actual parties themselves. So with this, we really don't have much of a say in this. We can just talk about it and give our inputs on it, but that's the most we got out of it. But what are your thoughts in this? In my last video, a lot of you had more issues with Ohm than Delirious, because I'm neutral, I won't be taking sides in this argument, and these are all potential theories I have laid out. Now, I can confirm that, Delirious' statement is true in TJV's stream. I did take a screenshot, and obviously you saw it there. And, there's that. Now, before I end this video, let me be the first to say that this drama has caused a lot of loopholes because the drama stemmed from 2013. It is with my knowledge that because of Ohm, constantly bringing up, it is clear to me that if this were to continue, we'd be in multiple dead ends here. And what I mean by that is because a lot of you guys do take sides. I'm not saying all of you, but a lot of you do. Now, let's say if, Delirious won this whole drama argument dispute, whatever you want to call it. What happens next? Does Ohm quit YouTube, Twitch, and whatnot, and things are just normal again, and Delirious can, continue what he does, making content, or, what if Ohm wins? Like, this is the real question. What does he hope to gain, out of all this? Because he never really fully stated, and that he just wants to, in quote, prove a point that nobody's believing, he states. But realistically, with the amount of lies that have been, going around and fake evidence, we really can't believe Ohm. And I'm only saying that because it is true, and that's where I kind of stand on this. Ohm, is known for putting out fake evidence and lies all over Twitter, and it makes you wonder that perhaps, this is all just a fluke by Ohm, but, either way, Ohm is just constantly gonna do shit, and I feel like Ohm is still probably lying to this day, but I could be wrong. I don't have any evidence, and I won't know until Ohm speaks out, or until Delirious says something, or even Liz Katz, but, it's really kind of a dead end right now, and I'd say there's a lot of loopholes here. A lot of the drama itself is constantly being repeated, in the sense of, Ohm is up to no good, lying, manipulative, whatever, and then Delirious is suddenly, his account got suspended, and he was reported for spam, and maybe he's, doing some dirty shit in the back, who knows, but, honestly, I could be wrong on that. Again, the amount of shit I just said right there is obviously fake, because that's just, again, some bullshit that I just put out right there, but my point still stands, at the end of the day, it is a loophole, and there are some missing pieces to this puzzle. Now, again, Delirious, the drama came in 2013 with Louis, basically, and Executioner. And if I can get a chance to actually, fully talk to basically I Do Work and actually, interview him or, even Louis, I would love to see where this goes because honestly, where this is going right now feels like a dead end. And at this point, it shouldn't even be brought up. So you're probably wondering why am I making this video in the first place? Well, I'm just here to prove a point. This is some little tidbit of evidence that I just kind of found, and I think it should be taken for granted because while I understand that, it's just a big statement that he just believes that Ohm's harassing him, and he says Ohm's harassing him and whatnot. Keep in mind, Delirious barely talked much about the Ohm drama, minus the fact that he made a full statement on Twitter with a twit longer talking about the actual situation at the start. But here today, he hasn't really said much on it, and we're talking about, his account suspension and these alt accounts and all that, but until then, we really don't have full proof evidence. I mean, Trevor claims that there is, but Ohm's not letting him show it, which makes me think that there's some false information being thrown here, but who knows? Because, again, Ohm's known for manipulation, he's known for being a liar, and he's known for just being a bad person in general, so you really can't take this guy for granted. Again, I did state that if I can get in touch with either, Louis or basically I Do Work, and, because they were involved with the whole incident at the start, I would love to, have a foolproof interview with them so I can really get behind what really happened, because they're the real people you can really get behind. Not Ohm, not Nogla, not Vanos, but Louis or basically, I would say Executioner, but I don't even know where the guy is, so, there's that. But with that being said, I'm going to end this video, so before I go, my next video is going to be a basic rant, because I do have some stuff I need to rant about. But until then, leave a like, if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.